after yourself and look after one another.
I'm Dr. Jason Bull. I'm an expert in what's called trial science. You need me to win this case.
Seinfeld, weekdays on MyKentucky. You're watching MyKentucky.
Close all the exits.
I promise you, it will never hurt you again.
Law and Order SVU, next Monday at 8, 7 Central on My Network TV.
Now at 10, a Casey County middle school student reportedly charged with assault of another student while others watched and recorded the incident. And Black faith leaders in Lexington once again calling on Fayette County's attorney to drop charges against protesters from June of 2020.
I'm Chief Meteorologist TJ Shuck. The front has moved through much of central and eastern Kentucky, but notice the lingering moisture. So some cooler showers expected during the overnight, but heading into the midweek, things look pretty good. Your Storm Team forecast is on the way.
ABC 36 News at 10 on MyKentucky starts now.
Good evening and welcome in. I'm Erica Bivens. Thanks for joining us. In our top story tonight at 10, charges have been filed against a Casey County middle school student after a video circulated on social media showing him assaulting another student while others watched. But as ABC 36's Justin Walker reports, there's a racial component to that incident as well.
That video taking place in a bathroom here at Casey County Middle School shows a white student holding a black student in a chokehold. Later in that video, that black student appears to pass out. All of this happening while other students watch on. The school district says the incident took place last Friday. Casey County Schools Superintendent Barry Lee says administration took immediate action along with the school's resource officer, who's with Liberty Police. Superintendent Lee issued a statement to ABC 36 News saying in part, quote, "The behavior that occurred in the video will not be tolerated. The school administrators and the SRO took immediate action, but we must continue to be proactive in helping our students to understand that this is not acceptable behavior in our schools or in our communities." The accused attacker has been charged with strangulation and assault. Police are trying to determine if there are other videos, and other charges might be filed, according to the Lexington Herald Leader. The names of those involved were not released because of their ages. In Casey County, Justin Walker, ABC 36 News.
All right, Justin, thank you for that. A Mount Sterling man is now charged after a dramatic end to a police chase Sunday afternoon, all caught on camera. According to police, 30-year-old Aaron Elliott was arrested after a chase that started in Winchester and ended in Powell County on the Mountain Parkway. Stanton police say when the chase hit their area, Elliott crossed the median at a high rate of speed, hitting a police cruiser. You can see right here with this pickup truck. Footage of that chase was captured yesterday by viewer Emily Smith. It shows the truck and cruiser colliding. Police say they were eventually able to stop the car, but then you see right here, Elliott gets out, takes off. He was later caught and taken into custody. Elliott now faces multiple charges, including assault, driving under the influence, and running from police. A traffic alert for some drivers in Woodford County. According to Versailles police, crews will be working on vehicle detection controls at the intersection of Lexington Street and Main Street beginning tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Police say the work is expected to continue into the morning hours and could have an impact on traffic.
Well, we started out warm, breezy, and dry on this Monday across a lot of central and eastern Kentucky. That cold front moving through here in the bluegrass around the dinner hour, and now it's into the far eastern counties. But you notice here on our Max HC radar, we are not done with the rain. A few lingering showers over downtown Lexington, back toward Versailles, up into northeastern Kentucky, southeast of Maysville, west of Vanceburg there in Lewis County, and from Manchester running up along the Leslie and extreme northern Perry County line there. Got a little batch of showers. So, again, some lingering moisture here back on the backside. Our Bluegrass Care Navigators Skyview HD camera network, our Hicks and Funson camera. Notice a few light showers, 60. Winds are out of the northwest at about 10 to 15, so you'll feel the cooler air in the morning. And the forecast really not too bad into the midweek. We'll have that for you coming up here in just a few.
TG, thank you. A judge in Daviess County has been ordered to be removed from the bench for allegedly abusing her position. According to the Messenger Inquirer, the Judicial Conduct Commission voted unanimously Friday to remove the family judge, Julie Hawes Gordon, for allegedly trying to influence criminal cases involving her adult son. The commission says Gordon tried to arrange for her son's release and tried to influence the judge and prosecutor in her son's case. The commission's ruling goes into effect 10 days from Friday unless Gordon files an appeal. Her attorneys say they are reviewing the ruling. Black faith leaders in Lexington once again calling on Fayette County Attorney Larry Roberts to drop charges against people who were charged during racial justice protests in downtown of June of 2020. ABC 36's Maddie McQueen has more from the faith leaders and Attorney Roberts.
After all, protesting is the language of those who are not being heard.
In June of 2020, approximately 20 people were charged with various offenses, such as inciting a riot, disorderly conduct, or resisting arrest after laying down in front of the police station. County Attorney Larry Roberts has refused to drop the charges.
Bringing these charges gives the appearance of using judicial system as an instrument to punish people for exposing policy, inequities, and inequalities. And that is why the black faith leaders of Lexington and vicinity, the local branch of the NAACP and the ACLU, and so many others repeatedly urge County Attorney Roberts to drop these inexplicable charges.
The black faith leaders say they've made attempts to talk with Roberts, but haven't heard from him.
We started making this plea back in 2020. And from that time forward, I know that our subcommittee that works on law enforcement issues sought to have some conversation with him.
ABC 36 News reached out to Roberts. He told us everyone is treated fairly with no exemptions being given on charges. Roberts explained all but one of the protesters arrested handled it in mediation, with only one of the primary protest organizers, Sarah Williams, set to go to trial this summer. Roberts says the ministers are, quote, mistaken when calling the charges inexplicable. He says on the night in question, the protesters made an announcement telling those willing to be arrested to stand in one area and those unwilling to be in another. The black faith leaders say with the county attorney being an elected position, the time to, quote, hold elected officials accountable is Election Day. Roberts, the incumbent Democrat, is being challenged by Democrat Angela Evans in the May 17th primary. No Republican candidates filed for the primary election. In Lexington, Maddie McQueen, ABC 36 News.
Thank you, Maddie. The black faith leaders encourage people to attend a racial justice and accountability candidate forum tomorrow night at 6:30. It's going on at the Lyric Theater. You can hear directly from Roberts and Evans. Mayoral candidates are also scheduled to attend. Well, still ahead, it's Chester Wilson Day. We'll tell you how a Kentucky Navy veteran is celebrating his 108th birthday today.
Dampened spots across central and eastern Kentucky on this Monday evening. Front moving out, cooler air moving in. May take a while to see the sun, but it's going to be back heading into the midweek. Your storm team forecast is coming up after the break.
We all smoked in those days. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now.
So I'll never forget, I come home from a business trip and my wife pounces on me. Bobby, we got a leak in the roof. Bobby, fix it. Well, Bobby doesn't know how to fix roofs, so I hired Southern Home Renovations to do that work for me, and it was wonderful. They had a crew out here. In one day, they removed my old roof and put on a brand new roof. I did not find one nail after they were finished. Southern Home Renovations did such a great job that we have hired them for multiple other projects, and they will be the only contractor for us.
I love Central Kentucky, and I love raising my family here. You know, when you're my patient, you are family. As a dad with a busy life, I know how important your time is. and I've designed my practice with that in mind. Routine cleanings, Invisalign, cosmetics, implants, even root canals. We do it all under one roof to save you time. It's important for me to get to know my patients, to make them feel comfortable, and to take the time to do things right. It's time for you to be comfortable going to the dentist. Come see me.
I'm Audrey Davis, and I work with kids who have autism. The Key Scholarship from the Kentucky Lottery impacted me in so many ways. It allowed me to walk that path that brought me here to help these kids, which I feel like is where I'm supposed to be.
I'm Dr. Jason Bull. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an expert in what's called trial science. I read people better than anyone. Out of this jury pool, you're going to get 3 not guilty votes.
How do you know it's her?
How do you not know?
Mayor Linda Gordon has declared today Chester Wilson Day to celebrate the 108th birthday of Lexington native and Navy veteran Chester Wilson. Now, he was born in Lexington and played baseball at Bryan Station High School and also for a Bluegrass minor league team. He also served as pharmacist mate 3rd class on the USS Benevolence during World War II and was part of the famous VJ Day celebration in Times Square along with countless other Navy sailors. Mayor Gordon says Wilson has stayed active, playing golf until the age of 90, and now lives at Thompson Hood Veterans Center in Wilmore, which also celebrated the huge milestone with a big party this afternoon for Wilson. The center says Wilson received 1,800 cards from 36 different states, including people from England and Japan. Happy birthday, Chester.
Well, I'm sure nothing could dampen the birthday party there. We did have a little bit of rain in the area, a storm or two ahead of that cold front. Much of the morning and early afternoon dry, but you see here on our Max HD radar, still got some activity around. A little bit of light rain, north side and west side of Lexington over toward Versailles, down toward Nicholasville, and then up into eastern Mason and western Lewis, right along the AA highway there between Vanceburg and Maysville, and then taking you into southeastern Kentucky, southwestern Breathitt, and then kind of snaking off to the north of Manchester there in Clay County. So while the actual front is in the mountains of southeastern Kentucky, you see the lingering moisture as expected, so we're going to hang on to the shower chances during the overnight hours. A little wave of energy down over Tennessee, kind of helping to enhance some of that and keep the lingering showers around in the cooler air. So that's what we're looking at heading through the overnight. Our Bluegrass Care Navigators, Skyview HD Camera Network, looking at the campus of VKU down in Richmond, where it's 63, so we've cooled off, and the key is the northwest wind at about 10 to 15, so that's driving the cooler air in, and we should back off as we go into the overnight hours. Notice with the front just passing through, Hazard still 68, Jackson at 69. Meanwhile, Lexington and Frankfort at 60, 43 back in Springfield in Missouri, but check out Charleston, West Virginia at 75. So there's your difference on either side of the front. So our futurecast here, again, we'll see a few little spotty showers mainly to the east and south of Lexington, deeper during the overnight. Starting out tomorrow morning, mainly dry, but dropping down into the upper 40s to around 50 with a few leftover showers into far eastern Kentucky. The clearing line makes it about as far east as the I-75 corridor around lunchtime, but by the time we hit the end of the day, back to sunshine as high pressure builds in with some drier air. That's going to be a prelude of things to come. So upper 50s to around 60 tomorrow, and each day we'll tack a few degrees on. 63 on Wednesday, 65 on Thursday. Nice for the midweek, but notice out to the west, that's our next storm system that should even possibly begin to impact things by late Friday, more so into the upcoming weekend. So cooler with showers dropping down into the upper 40s. Northwest wind tomorrow, slow clearing, that early chance of a shower in the southeast, 59. The extended forecast here. Best days of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, low to mid-60s. And you'll need to keep the rain gear handy over the weekend, back in the 70s with a few showers and storms through Sunday and Monday.
Take a look at these age spots. They seem to vanish right before your eyes. Oh my God! If you want to see blemishes seem to disappear in seconds for a flawless complexion. You can't get this look with regular old-fashioned makeup. So to get results like this and look years younger instantly, we have big news. At Luminous, we've taken our airbrush and now made it so easy for every day. Introducing Breeze, our all-new cordless handheld 2-in-1 airbrush system that applies makeup and skincare faster and easier than anything you've ever tried before.
Putting the drops in. Just hit the button, real simple. So easy. It knows exactly where it needs to blend and where it needs to go.
The makeup you're using can look dry and cakey and can make your skin look rough. But with Breeze, you can go from this to this. The secret is how our premium foundations blend onto the skin with an ultra-fine mist using the power of air. Very little foundation is needed. Up to 10 times less makeup compared to what you're using. But you're also getting 3 times more coverage at the same time. That's maximum coverage using less makeup. It's clear. Traditional makeup can make you look older, while Breeze is specially designed for maturing skin, helping it to look smooth and so much younger. It's your anti-aging, moisturizing primer, concealer, and foundation, all in one simple step. And with so many shades, we give you a color match guarantee, so you're guaranteed the perfect shade that's just right for you. We're so confident you're going to love our all-new, best-ever 2-in-1 handheld airbrush system. We give you a full 30-day money-back guarantee. Call or go online and use this special promo code right now so you can get Breeze, our all-new handheld 2-in-1 airbrush to try at home for only $19.95. And you'll even get free shipping. There is a new and exciting way to look dramatically younger with Breeze. Luminous is not available in stores. You can only get this exclusive offer here, so don't wait.
Order your new cordless handheld Breeze now. Call 800-329-0846 or go to getbreeze.com. Order now.
Point guard who is a floor general, a leader, is key to winning. Just ask Coach Cal, which is why I'm sure he's happy that guard Xavier Wheeler is coming back to be a Wildcat for his senior season. The Georgia transfer averaged 10 points and 7 assists a game in his first season at UK. For the second year in a row, he led the SEC in assists. His return should bring a smile to the big man Oscar Tshiebwe's face as well. The duo did a lot of damage on the court together as they both earned all SEC honors. And, of course, Tshiebwe, he brought home the National Player of the Year crown. Former UK star and first overall pick in the 2022 WNBA draft, Ryan Howard, did not disappoint fans on Sunday. The Atlanta Dream's top pick balled out in her first preseason game, scoring 15 points, 5 rebounds, and shot 3 for 5 from deep. Of course, here in Kentucky, we already knew she was the real deal, but now Howard is putting the entire league on notice, and I can't wait to see how she does when the actual season starts. Now, another former Wildcat is doing it big on the NBA's biggest stage. Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo helped send the Hawks home with the loss after a big night in Game 4 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. Bam put up 14 points and 8 boards as the Heat scorched the Hawks 110-86. Game 5 is set for Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Former Kentucky football coach Paul Bear Bryant, you might have heard of the guy. Well, he once said that offense wins games, but defense wins championships. Kentucky State football hopes its defense can lead them to a conference title. The Thoroughbreds bring back playmakers at all 3 levels. The defense impressed coaches and players all spring with its execution and solid play. Head coach Paul Hamilton explains that if his team wants to accomplish their goals, the defense will go a long way in making that happen.
I think our defense, to be honest, has been ahead of our offense a little bit this spring. I think the maturity and the experience we have coming back on that side of the ball, they have played with tremendous effort. They're running around and doing an outstanding job of getting a lot of people around the football, and so I'm tremendously enthused about our defense.
Man, them ones coming after me, so I mean, shoot, they look really good right now. They look fast, they look hard hitting, you feel me? Everything about it looking nice, so I'm excited.
The defense is looking good now. I can only imagine how they'll look come this fall. That wrap things up for sports. I'm Chris Bolton.
The rise and fall of America's first prison for drug addicts. It happened here in Kentucky at Lexington's Narcotic Farm. We revisit those steps forward and back through a collection of artifacts at the Kentucky Historical Society. The Narcotic Farm was a federal-funded prison, rehabilitation center, and research center in Lexington, Kentucky between 1935 and 1974.
The farm is a federal penitentiary, but instead of being like lock 'em up jail, it is a working farm. Folks go there, and if you are caught with a federal narcotics issue, and you are east of the Mississippi, or you are a woman throughout the country, you are sent to Lexington.
Its mission, to understand drug addiction, rehabilitate inmates addicted to drugs, and find a permanent cure.
Folks, they're addicts, they're trying to make sure that they have their fix, would try to smuggle in both narcotics and the ways that narcotics are transferred into your body. So we have a book that's hollowed out, and people are putting their needles and their vials in it. We have purses in the same way with the cut lining. There are doctor's kits and any number of things about how people were treated, and we're also trying to self-medicate. The other thing that's really interesting about this facility that I find really interesting is that you could check yourself in. And some of those folks that are check-ins are pretty famous. William S. Burroughs, some pretty famous jazz musicians, and they come to Lexington for what they call the Lexington treatment. You know, people will talk, if you read about it, talk about the narcotics farm having the best jazz band in the country. And there are advertisements for Lexingtonians to come out and hear the patients play, to come to concerts on the lawn. There's also a pretty heavy dance culture. Patients would have dances, the bands would play.
The narcotic farm taught us much about the treatment of addiction. But with some success also came serious missteps that ultimately put an end to this particular model.
We also strike out sometimes when we experiment on how to do this. And so that same community of care wasn't as controlled as maybe it could have been. And there were some interpersonal abuses and some other things that were happening by the late 60s and early 70s that become investigated. And so the Nixon administration chooses to defund some of these programs and start funding local efforts to treat within a locality.
To learn more about Narcotic Farm of Lexington, please visit our archive online at history.ky.gov. From the Kentucky History Center and Museums in downtown Frankfort, I'm Doug High.
Take a look at these age spots. They seem to vanish right before your eyes. Oh my God! If you want to see blemishes seem to disappear in seconds for a flawless complexion, you can't get this look with regular old-fashioned makeup. So to get results like this and look years younger instantly, we have big news. At Luminous, we've taken our airbrush and now made it so easy for every day. Introducing Breeze, our all-new cordless handheld 2-in-1 airbrush system that applies makeup and skincare faster and easier than anything you've ever tried before.
Putting the drops in. Just hit the button real simple. So easy. It knows exactly where it needs to blend and where it needs to go.
The makeup you're using can look dry and cakey and can make your skin look rough. But with Breeze, you can go from this to this. The secret is how our premium foundations blend onto the skin with an ultra-fine mist using the power of air. Very little foundation is needed. Up to 10 times less makeup compared to what you're using. But you're also getting 3 times more coverage at the same time. That's maximum coverage using less makeup. It's clear. Traditional makeup can make you look older, while Breeze is specially designed for maturing skin, helping it to look smooth and so much younger. It's your anti-aging, moisturizing primer, concealer, and foundation, all in one simple step. And with so many shades, we give you a color match guarantee, so you're guaranteed the perfect shade that's just right for you. We're so confident you're gonna love our all-new, best ever 2-in-1 handheld airbrush system. We give you a full 30-day money-back guarantee. Call or go online and use this special promo code right now so you can get Breeze, our all-new handheld 2-in-1 airbrush to try at home for only $19.95. And you'll even get free shipping. There is a new and exciting way to look dramatically younger with Breeze. Luminous is not available in stores. You can only get this exclusive offer here, so don't wait.
Order your new cordless handheld Breeze now. Call 800-329-0846 or go to getbreeze.com. Order now.
We all smoked in those days. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now.
You're watching ABC 36 News at 10 on MyKentucky.
In entertainment news, a notoriously brutal divorce case from the 1960s is the real-life basis for a new limited series streaming now on Prime Video. David Daniel talked with the stars of A Very British Scandal.
The famous Mrs. Sweeney. Captain Ian Campbell.
I know who you are.
I once saw you in Paris. I said, there's a girl I'm going to marry.
Who did you say that to?
My wife. I rather think it's why she divorced me.
Claire Foy and Paul Bettany woo, then go to war with each other in a very British scandal. The warning signs for the Duke and Duchess of Argyll appear early.
When the money runs out, because it will, the campaign to remove you will begin. And if you're not very careful, you too will be left with nothing.
Don't tell me what to do, because I won't be told. Not by you or Ian or anyone.
He kind of believes that she can get everything that she wants whenever she wants it. And that's also weirdly one of the best things about her as well, because there's a complete lack of limits with her. She doesn't really have any limits. She doesn't really know when to stop, which I really loved because I have lots. And so it was really nice to play someone who didn't understand the concept of when enough is enough.
You're drunk last night, you're drunk now.
Stops me from shooting myself in the face. Because I could just shoot you in the face.
I think his worst quality is a total inability to imagine somebody else's perspective, and that he can only feel sympathy toward himself.
Infidelities and cruelties lead to a very public divorce trial.
Basically, people will go for the jugular and do whatever. And unfortunately, with women, the easiest way to do that is their behaviour and how unwomanly and unmotherly and, their sexuality is the quickest way, basically, to get at them as being sort of unsavoury characters.
Do you have a photograph? Love letters, diaries? Because I do.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
A lot of firms out there are not allowed to do tax planning. Their mother company won't allow them to even engage or actually even talk about tax planning. The deeper we got into it, we're like, how can you not do tax planning when you're talking about investments? So we had to become a fiduciary firm to go out on our own. Once we became our own firm, we decided that tax planning was going to play a key instrument in the overall planning that Family Wealth Group does. This is one of the areas that makes us really different from a lot of your firms.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Real Estate, and I buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 859-888-1100. I can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, in any location in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me today at 859-888-1100. That's 859-888-1100.
Mom, Dad.
Before you throw out those unused medicines, just think for a minute.
Grandma, Grandpa, all you guys take meds. That's why you gotta dispose of your old pills correctly.
Those pills for your back pain or migraines.
When you throw them in the trash, those medicines can become lethal in the wrong hands. Our hands. You may be finished with that medicine,
But those pills are making me real popular at school.
My brother James could think they're candy. Our dog loves to get in the garbage, and those meds can make him sick or worse. So stop. There are better ways to dispose of your unused meds.
There are lots of police stations, local pharmacies, and hospitals that are approved to take in unused meds and dispose of them safely. Disposal sites are close by.
It's easy, and it's the right thing to do. For us. The ones you love.
To find a medicine disposal site near you, visit www.safe.pharmacy.
Here's your Kentucky Lottery scratch and forecast. Of course, still looking at some scattered rain showers during the overnight early part of the day tomorrow, especially into southern southeast Kentucky, but not a bad day. It will be cooler. Gotten used to those 80s over the course of the weekend, even today out across eastern Kentucky. Wednesday, Thursday, a little bit below average, but still some nice sunshine. Highs low and mid 60s. Enjoy it. Looks like some rain returning by the weekend.
Thanks for joining us.
Here's a simple truth about higher education. If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.